Welcome to Mrbeefys Can of Pop News, or Beefy's Pop, whatever you want to call it. Either way, we're here to cover all kinds of pop culture news, whether it's comic book news, horror, video games, movies, who knows. Some good, some bad, some happy, some sad. Anyways, let's get on to the video. Boy, we got news all over the spectrum today, from Marvel, DC, Warner Brothers, video games. We're going to start off with this God of War news. Actor Ryan Hurst, he's set to be recasted. Apparently, he suffered an injury on set during filming, and it's bad enough to where he won't be able to pick up the mantle and fill out the role. So I wonder who's going to replace him. The God of War series has been ordered for 2 seasons on Amazon, and it's going to follow the recent reboot of the series, or continuation, I guess, where father and son Kratos and Atreus embark on a journey to spread the ashes of their wife/mother, Faye. Through their adventures, Kratos tries to teach his son to be a better god, while Atreus teaches his father how to be a better human. I feel like the God of War series is a great franchise and series with a lot of potential. I don't know if this is the part of the story they should have started at. I mean, there's a lot of potential for prequels and all the other stuff. I just feel like starting with Atreus, that's skipping out a lot of stuff that made Kratos. Next up, we have the Warner Brother deal going on. Apparently, if their deal with Paramount doesn't go through, the idea is to sell Warner Brother off in pieces. They also put out that James Gunn and Peter Safran, it's open season on them, and that they're trying to be replaced actively as this video is being done, which is odd because they put so much money into James Gunn and the DCU. You figured they would try to tough it out and let him fulfill the vision. Now to talk about Marvel, their rival. Spider-Man: A Brand New Day is only getting one post-credit scene. It's coming from Daniel Richtman, who says that it is dealing with space. There has been no names or any specifics, but we've seen in the trailer that it looks like the symbiote might be taking over Peter in at least some scenes. If that's the case, then that would definitely open up the more cosmic view on Spider-Man's story. And this isn't that big of a shock. We know in the comics there's been different scenarios where Spider-Man does end up in space or goes to space, and he's interacted with a lot of the cosmic beings in Marvel. This is a good step for the character. I do feel like, though, they should have definitely done a little bit more ground level things for Spider-Man before jumping into the more cosmic side. But hey, this is where we're at, especially with Doomsday coming up. Continuing with the Marvel news, yesterday, Adam Driver was being reported as casted as Magneto. Now it's being corrected that he's playing somebody totally different. This is all coming from My Time to Shine Hello, and they put out, so sorry guys, big mistake from my end, but hearing Adam Driver is Sinister. Now, Bill Skarsgård is indeed one of the actors among a handful in the mix for Xavier. They're aiming young. And Cooper Hoffman is also in the mix for Cyclops. He's not the only choice, though. Wow, that is some news. That is honestly some very interesting casting. I think the casting of Sinister and Adam Driver is a good pair. Way better than Magneto. Way better. Bill Skarsgård, though, as Professor X. I don't see that. I don't know if I can see that. That's a hard sell for me. I could see him playing definitely some other character, almost any other character, but Professor X is a tough one. With Cyclops being the leader of the X-Men, I also expect a lot of people to go for that role. It's going to be a battle to nab that one. I can't wait to see who comes out on top for it. In an odd way, just from this casting and the rumors of the Horsemen and all that, I'm starting to think, are they going to adapt maybe X-Men Evolution, like the animated series, and not any of the actual comic storylines? So it seems like Fallout 5 is in production, and Fallout 3 and New Vegas are also coming back. Part of me is worried that they might be splitting, production and time and focus with working on 3 different projects. But the director of the company had this to say: Fallout is one of our biggest priorities today. Fallout 5 remains our long-range destination, and we have multiple Fallout projects in active development right now. Fallout 76 continues to be home to millions of players exploring Appalachia together. With nearly 70 free updates released to date, the journey is far from over. In fact, we have a major Fallout 76 expansion planned for next year, Raven Rock, a prequel story to Fallout 3. Fallout 4, the most award-winning game in the franchise, just celebrated its 10th year anniversary and recently passed over 35 million copies sold, continuing to attract new audience every year. We also know many players want to revisit previous Fallout experiences. While we're not announcing any dates today, we have been working on remasters for both Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas. Fallout Shelter continues to be the most popular way to experience Fallout on the go, with more than 250 million players. There's more ahead for Fallout Shelter, including new seasons. An unscripted Fallout Shelter television project is also in the works with our partners at Amazon Studios and Kilter Films. We'd like to congratulate Kilter Films and Amazon Studios on the 10 Emmy nominations for Fallout Season 2. Production on Season 3 is already underway, and while we won't host a traditional Fallout Day broadcast this year, we're already planning something special for Fallout's 30th anniversary in 2027, when Fallout Day will be celebrated live in Washington, D.C. This all sounds great. I am all for more Fallout. I think Fallout 3 is probably one of those video games that I spent the most money on and bought the most. I think I've spent probably $400 or $500 almost on Fallout 3 because I rebought it like 4 different times, and I bought all the DLCs, and then I bought the Game of the Year edition, and then I bought the Collector's Edition of New Vegas. I remember Fallout 3, they had that bug at the end where, you know, if you saved right before fighting the boss, you would just loop. You couldn't do a New Game Plus or anything or continue the story or world. So that made me get rid of it, and then I had to go and get it back when they patched it. Either way, all this is great. Mr. Sinister coming to the MCU, awesome. God of War series being recasted, I don't think anybody really cared. The Warner Brother falling apart thing kind of scares me because I'm a DC fan, and I do have those concerns that this DC universe is practically over, and I feel like that sucks because Peacemaker was solid, Superman was great, Creature Commandos was amazing, and I have a lot of faith in Man of Tomorrow. But that's the news for today. Let me know your thoughts below. The video is coming to an end. Thank you once again for giving me your time, and thank you for the comments and everything else. As usual, have a great day. It's all about attitude. There is no progress without struggle, so stay in there. I've been your host, Mr. Beefy, and you've all been fantastic. Sit back and listen.